Welcome back to On Iowa Live. We got the Liberty Lightning on stage. Coach, a lot of players involved in other sports, wrestling and basketball, couldn't make it tonight, but you did bring a few fellows with you.
Yeah, we've got Pierce Beckman here, who's our long snapper for us and a great tight end coming up as just a sophomore. Pete Hansen, junior offensive lineman, looking for a big year out of him this offseason and next year. Henry Thompson here, we call him Hank. Just a special teams demon, and a guy who was playing so fast we really had to find a way to get him on the field. Started a game at guard, played a lot at tight end. One of those kids that we just had to find a way to get on the field. And then Caleb Buser here, a senior offensive lineman for us, one of our best character guys, a guy who really helped build our culture this year, a guy who was the last one in the locker room, staying after, cleaning up, and a guy that I'm really proud to have on our team.
Caleb, how much fun was it going out as a senior, making it all the way to the Dome and to the semifinals?
I mean, it was an absolutely amazing ride. I think a word that I'd use to describe it was magical. Coming off of last year, we had really high hopes going in, and they kind of got a little crushed after West last year. And the energy coming in with this group of seniors was, magical. It was amazing.
Yeah, where did the belief come from that you guys could do what you got done this year?
Just out of the trust in our class of 2025 that we would have the potential to grow on our own and not have to have, for example, like Graham. A lot of people said last year, Graham Beckman, that we wouldn't be any good without him, and we proved, that, class of 2025, don't sleep on us.
Hank, you played special teams, right, and offensive line?
Yeah.
And you're a junior, right?
Sophomore.
Sophomore. So you got some good years ahead of you. What did you see what did you learn from this particular football team this year and the upperclassmen?
I learned just to put your head down and work. Your time will come when they need you, and just to be ready.
What's it like to play for Coach Chandler, who was a great Hawkeye and then played in the NFL for so many years?
It's amazing. He motivates everybody, and I don't know, everybody on the team loves to learn from him.
All right, if you can hand it's Hank, right?
Yeah.
Who Caleb, right?
Pete.
Yep.
Pete, talk a little bit about your role on the team this year and the future of this program.
I would just get our guys ready for the next week. I've played a lot of scout team. Our defense really took a huge step, especially at the end of the year. And I'm just really excited to get to work with, we got our center coming back next year, and we got our quarterback, and we got some receivers. So I'm just ready to have another great year next year and get it done.
Yeah, what year in school are you, Pete?
I'm a junior.
You're a junior, so this will be your year and your team next year. You got to take pride in that, and the experience you got this year had to help you for next year.
Oh yeah, this experience, it's been really beneficial, and I felt like I've grown a lot as a player, and I still have a lot of room for improvement. So I'm just really excited to go get the championship next year.
All right, hand the mic over, you can. You were the long snapper, right?
Yes, sir. Long snapper.
And what other position will you play?
So I played some tight end, and then I'm going to play that next year also. So we have our scout team, which we now call it a TAC team. I think it was brought on by Coach Chandler because he wanted to see it as a opportunity, to get better and just make our starters and stuff better. So
yeah, Coach, people underestimate how important it is, not just the starter, but to have a great scout team for that look during the week.
Yeah, I really impress upon our team. I spent years on practice squads in the NFL.
Yeah.
And, the amount of work that you're putting in, it shows on Friday nights. How helpful you are during the week really shows on Friday nights. And we've had a great group of character guys that have bought into that idea, and they're going out and practice. And, yeah, they're improving, but they're also helping our team get better, and then they're showing coaches what they can do day in and day out. So, we run a lot of our own plays, or even if the other teams play, we try and equate it to what we do, so that our guys are getting reps that really feel like they can translate into what we do.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about how this side of the state has caught up with the other side of the state, because it was a pretty big mismatch there, and I realize that Southeast Polk won their 4th straight state title, but you guys beat Ankeny, you beat Waukee on the way there. You've got to feel like that gap is really closing.
Yeah, I think those guys, they still have some better facilities and more kids. But, our guys are high character guys, and they have a hunger to go out and work and get better, and a belief now that they can overcome those things that people can see as detriments to being successful. But no, we're going to go out and we're going to practice football. We're going to hit you in the mouth, and we're going to get better every day. And we'll see where the chips fall at the end of the year.
And you've got Reese coming back next year at quarterback, so that always helps. What kind of goals what do you see for the future next year?
Yeah, I think we'll take it a day at a time. It'll start with having a great off season. These guys are a lot of our leaders that are really going to take us to what level we'll get to. Throughout the off season, they're working the weight room, and then coming out in the summer and grinding. And then, once we get in August and hitting the pads and really showing us how physical we can be.
All right, well, you guys, best of luck next year. All right, we hope you can make a run and get back in the Dome. Thanks, Coach, for coming by. I really appreciate it. See you here next week, everybody.